Hi, welcome back to Flex Yoga. My name is Daphna. Today we are getting into a really nice and relaxing flow to finish your day, a bedtime flow. We are staying on the ground the whole entire time. We are at no point getting up to do any kind of standing poses. So this will be really helpful in just kind of unwinding from a long day and getting ready for bed. So if you want, I even want to recommend to kind of dim the lights around you, create a kind of safe space for yourself. If you want to light a candle or an incense, do anything that can help you unwind and help you feel even more safe, even more at home in your body. We're going to go ahead and get started on our backs. So you can bend the knees, set the soles of the feet on the ground, place your hands behind your thighs, take an inhale to lengthen through the spine, and as you exhale, roll yourself down as slowly as you can onto the back. We'll bring the feet as wide as the mat and pigeon toe the toes in so that they turn in towards one another. And we'll reach the arms back overhead, almost like in a goalpost arms, but kind of creating like a diamond shape with the arms. So the elbows bend, the palms of the hands reach one towards the other. And we're just feeling a very, very slight and gentle opening in the shoulders here. And I want to invite you to close down the eyes here, starting with a couple of cleansing breaths. Let's take a nice big inhale from the nose. Big sigh out through the mouth. Big breath in from the nose. Nice big sigh out through the mouth. And again, a big breath in. And a big sigh out. Seal off the lips and just start to breathe through the nose. Try to take deep belly breaths here, so really try to allow the belly to inflate with every inhale and allow the belly to deflate with every exhale. Allow the facial features to be easy and soft, releasing any tension that has wound up in the forehead and the eyes, the cheeks and the jaw. And just give yourself the opportunity to be here on your mat, restful and easy. Slowly begin to kind of wiggle the fingers. Blink the eyes open for a moment. Reach the arms down along the body. The palms will face down. The fingertips are reaching towards the heels. We'll squeeze the shoulder blades in together. Slowly kind of walk your feet in towards the body a little bit. And we're starting with some bridge rolls. So with your inhale, press into the feet to lift the hips and reach the arms back overhead. And with the exhale, we'll lower the arms along the body as we lower the hips back down. Let's repeat that another 4 times. So with the inhale, scoop the hips from the ground as you reach the arms behind you. Exhale, lower the hips as you lower the arms. Another 3, inhale, scoop the hips, reach the arms back. Exhale, reach the arms forward, lower the hips. Inhale, scoop hips, lift hips, reach arms back. Exhale, reach forward, lower hips. And one final time, we will inhale, scoop hips, lift them, reach the arms back, hold that bridge shape for just another 3. Squeeze the tush and press the hip bones towards the ceiling for another 2. Push down through the soles of the feet. Let's take one more big breath in. Now lift your heels, keep your hips lifted. Come onto the tippy toes. And roll down as slowly as you can onto the back. Really nice and slow, setting the spine down one vertebra at a time. And now hug the knees in towards the chest. Each hand is on its own knee. So right hand on right knee, left hand on left knee. We'll start to draw circles with the knees. So each knee is drawing its kind of own individual circle, almost like the knees are drawing circles away from one another. Really good. And then we'll start to draw circles with the knees towards one another. Beautiful. Really, really nice. Slowly set the sole of the left foot back down. Cross the right ankle over the left knee, coming into a reclined pigeon. So interlace your fingers behind the left thigh, or if you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, interlace your fingers over the left shin. And we'll just breathe here into that right glute for another 3. Breathe here for another 2. And we'll take another big breath in. Really good. Gently release the hold of that left leg, set the sole of the foot back down. We'll keep the legs exactly as they are. So keep that right ankle crossed over the left thigh. And just drop your legs over to the left as they are. So now the outside of the left leg is on the ground and the sole of the right foot is on the ground. So the right knee is pointing up towards the ceiling. You can keep the right arm just alongside the body here. Left hand comes to the right knee and pushes the right knee away from the body. So a lot of people, when I say this or think that I'm doing the opposite, they kind of understand that I'm pulling the knee towards the body in for a twist. We're gonna do that twist, but first you're pushing the knee away from the body, so towards whatever is in front of you. And we'll feel a really nice stretch on the outside of that right hip here, even on the outside of the glute. Now, if you want to turn up the sensation, you're gonna bring that left knee a little bit closer to the side of the body, keeping it on the ground, of course, but just kind of sliding it up towards that left shoulder, and that's going to turn up the sensation in the right glute. Let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Really, really good. Now you'll slightly pick up that left knee to slide the right leg under it for a twist. Dropping both knees over towards the left, reach the right arm over towards the right, and look over the right shoulder. Let's take a deep breath in here, enjoying the twist in the spine. Big breath out. Good, another big breath in. And a big breath out. Good, just one more big breath in. And a big breath out. Beautiful. Slowly come back onto the back, so the legs will come back through center, and we will bring the legs back into that starting position, into that sort of kind of figure 4 shape, or that sort of pigeon shape. That right ankle is crossed over the left thigh, and the left foot takes a big step to the outer edge of the mat. Keeping the legs in this position, you'll drop both of them over to the right. So now that right ankle is still crossed over the left thigh, and we should feel a really nice stretch on the outside of the left hip. Breathe here. If you want to turn up the sensation just a little, you could reach the arms back overhead, maybe grabbing your hands. We'll take just another 2. Another big breath in. Really, really nice. Slowly bring the knees and the legs back through center, and we'll hug the knees into the chest again. Taking a happy baby between the two sides, we'll reach the hands through the insides of the knees to either grab the big toes or the outer edges of the feet. Keep the knees bent as you point the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling, finding a gentle sway from side to side in your happy baby. We'll take a big breath in, big breath out. A big breath in and a big breath out. Really good. Once more, nice big inhale and a big exhale. Perfect. Slowly bring the soles of the feet back down towards the ground, releasing the feet here. And we're going straight into the other side. So now the left ankle crosses over the right thigh for that reclined pigeon. The hands either interlace behind the right thigh or over the right shin, depending on what you did on the first side. And we're breathing here for just another 3. Good. Breathe here for another 2. Let's take another nice big breath in. Excellent. Let go of that right leg. Set the sole of the foot onto the ground here. And like before, the legs stay in the shape that they are and they just drop over to the right. So now the outside of the right leg is on the ground. The sole of the left foot is on the ground, but the left knee is pointing up towards the ceiling. So the left arm could just kind of extend along the side of the body. Right hand comes to the left knee and pushes the knee away from the body. So remember, not towards the body yet. We're gonna come into that twist. First, we wanna feel the little stretch on the outside of the right hip, moving into the psoas to kind of the top of that left hip as well. And if you did it last time and you wanna go a little bit deeper, that right knee staying on the ground will slide towards the outside of the right waist or towards the right shoulder, and that will help to deepen the stretch a little bit on that outside of the left hip here. So we'll just take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. Really good. Coming into the twist, you want to just lift the right knee slightly so that you can slide the left shin underneath the right shin. Coming into your twist here. Now that left arm extends to the left as you look over the left shoulder. Let's breathe here for 3. Breathe here another 2. And let's take another big breath in, big breath out. Really nice. Slowly bring the legs back through center. And again, we are bringing the legs to that starting position, meaning that that left ankle will once again be crossed over the right thigh. Walk your right foot to the outer right edge of the mat, so all the way over to the right until you feel the edge of the mat, and then drop your knees to the left in that position. So that left ankle stays crossed over the right thigh. And if you did it last time, reach the arms back overhead. Breathing here. Take a nice big inhale and a big exhale. Big inhale here. Big exhale out. And just once more, a nice big inhale. Big exhale. Slowly pull the legs back in through center. Uncross the ankles. Really good. And we will extend both legs up towards the ceiling. Just roll out the ankles here. One direction at first, and then in the opposite direction for your ankles. Really good. Beautiful. If you need any support behind your legs, you can always just bring your hands behind them for that support. Really good. Now flex into your feet. Try to extend the legs as much as possible. and point into the toes. Beautiful. Gently bend into the knees to set the soles of the feet back down, and we will extend the legs all the way forward. We're finishing up with a fish pose. So for your fish pose, you'll keep the palms facing down and towards the ground. Now the arms are long along the body, towards the hips and towards the glutes. As the palms face down, we'll just kind of lift one hip to slide a hand underneath the bum, and then lift the other hip to slide the other hand underneath the bum slightly. Now you'll use your elbows to push into the ground to lift your chest off of the ground here. Try to keep your legs together, feet together, big toes together, and start to puff your chest up towards the ceiling. Allow the head to hang back to the space behind you. Really push down with the forearms and breathe into the sternum. Breathe into the chest, breathe into the throat. We'll take a nice big inhale from the nose. From the nose, exhale. Inhale from the nose. From the nose, exhale. And inhale from the nose. From the nose, exhale. Good. Slowly unravel, setting the back onto the ground again, releasing the hands from underneath you, taking Savasana. Create some space between your feet. Turn the palms of the hands to face up towards the ceiling, and allow the eyes to become soft here if they haven't already. Let's take a deep breath in from the nose. Big sigh out from the mouth. Just become really soft, really easy in the body. Allow yourself to take this moment as an opportunity to remind yourself that you are also worthy of rest. A lot of times we tend to feel guilty if we haven't moved or if we haven't done something in the way that we expect ourselves to do that thing. But some days, maybe this is what we need. Rest is just as important as pushing ourselves. And having shown up on the mat, having connected to your body, having connected to your breath is crucial in creating any kind of progress in your practice. So give yourself a little bit of credit where credit is due for the energy that you have given back to yourself this evening on your mat. The time, the breath, and the energy that you've invested in yourself will give you more than you could ever imagine. We'll take another big breath in from the nose and a big sigh out. Start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. And slowly just take any kind of movement, any kind of stretch that feels good for right here and now. You're also welcome to stay in Savasana till the very, very end. But if you prefer to finish with me, then we'll slowly roll over into a fetal position on one side. Taking a moment to collect with us the energy created and cultivated. When you feel like you're ready, let's meet in a comfy seat. Collecting the palms of the hands at the heart. And taking an inhale from the nose and a sigh out through the mouth. With the next inhale, we'll draw the thumbs to the third eye, recognizing mind, intellect, intuition. Exhale, bow the chin to the chest, recognizing light, life, and love within. Thank you so much for taking the time to move your body, to connect to yourself, and most of all, thank you so much for trusting me and guiding you. I hope that you're feeling just a little bit more relaxed and relieved at the end of this. So if you did enjoy this class, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Maybe even share it with a friend or a loved one. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.